Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about some two beautiful palettes which I opted just for the fall time, and also one of the reason of picking up these palettes are because one of the palette is a complete dupe of Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I think that's how you called it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it a little wrong, but that was one of the main motive that I wanted to buy this particular palette, and these two palettes are from Makeup Revolution. So one of the palette is called the Flawless Resurrection, and it's again 32 eyeshadow palette, and the other one is called the Flawless 4 palette. Let's look at the outer packaging first. They have put so much effort in designing the packaging. It's very holographic and very beautiful. I absolutely love the outer packaging, even for this one as well. It has a very nice effects going on, and one of the palette I have used today to do this eye makeup look, which is there on my eyes right now. Hope you guys can see, otherwise I'll add a close-up of my eye makeup look today in the video itself. Let's talk both the palettes one by one, and let's start with the palette which I used to create this particular eye makeup look. Open. So the palette I used is the Flawless 4, and oh my god, it's such a beautiful palette. At the back you get to see all the shades which are there, and let's take a moment and admire this beauty. This is so freaking gorgeous. I loved it totally. I mean, this rose gold packaging is everything that you need in your life, at least for me. And at the back you have written like Flawless 4 and all the ingredients and the expiry date and everything. By the way, I got these palettes from xoxo.com. I usually do my shopping when it comes to Makeup Revolution from xoxo.com because they usually stock most of the Makeup Revolution products, which are really hard to get in India. And also, if you get to find these products on Amazon, they're like highly super priced. So I generally buy from xoxo.com. In the past also I have done one of the haul from xoxo, and that was all about the Renaissance lipsticks that I bought, and I absolutely love them. And this time I bought some more stuff, but today's video I want to talk about just these two palettes and not about other other products. So I'm gonna leave down their website details in the description box below, just in case you guys also want to take a look, buy or something. You can do that. So this is the Flawless 4 palette, and let me open it for you guys. First thing first is this beautiful full-size mirror, which is amazing, which is really hard to get in any of the eyeshadow palette this big. Then they have given this kind of film which has all the shade names written over, but the only problem is you're gonna lose it for sure. So what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll stick it at the back of this palette so that I don't mess out with the names. And this is the palette. Just look at this, guys. I think this is the most stunning fall time eyeshadow palette. You have all sort of possible colors that you need in your life when it comes to do your winter makeup. You have some deep burgundy shades, pinks, little peachy shades to add in your crease or maybe a little bit on your eyelid. Nice shimmery shade. The very first line is all about the metallic shade, so you have a beautiful copper, rose gold, gold, and those neutral kind of shade, and the very whitish shade. The second line is all matte. You have all browns, pinks, little peach, and this skin nudie shade. Third line is again matte one, and it has a little warmer shade, and the last line has all warm shade but all are metallic. They are so stunning. I cannot stop admiring this particular palette. I think this is just so beautiful. I have done my eye makeup using this particular palette today, and I have to say I love the pigmentation of all the colors. I used this particular color today. I used 1, 2, 3 these 3 colors. I added a hint of this peachy color also, and also I used this dark brown shade as well. So I tried to use some of the vibrant as well as some metallic and nudie shades on my eyes, and I have to say that I loved it. They were super easy to blend, they were super easy to work around. There was no messiness, no muddiness with the colors. All the shades are really vibrant, and they don't lose their color when you mix it up with any other color. So in a way I think it's really beautiful. I'm gonna swatch these colors for you, not all 32. Maybe at the end of the video you can see the swatches of all the 32 shades on my hand. For the video now, I'm gonna swatch some of the colors from all the 4 rows so that you get an idea what kind of pigmentation is there and other stuff. Let's start with this very first row, which is all about metallic shades. That is the pigmentation, and oh my god, this rose gold shade is really pretty. You can place it on your lid. It's gonna just add some jazz to your eyes. And these are the 4 shades. They are super amazing. You can use these 2 colors as your highlighter also. I mean, you can use it in any way. Let's move on to the second row. I really want to swatch all these beautiful pink and peachy shades for you, and these dark shades. So let's do this. These are the shades, and they are like really good. You can really mix up these shades and place it in your into your crease. You can add one by one color, and they're just gonna look really pretty. Like for the fall time, you want to place some nice burgundy shades into your crease time, and these are the kind of shades you can play around with. They are matte and they are really pigmented. Let's move on to the third row, which is again very matte. Oh my god, these shades are even more pigmented and very smooth, I would say. Sorry for the bad swatch. I'm gonna anyway swatch it, all the shades on my hand, so you'll see all the shades. But for now, these are the colors. This color is really beautiful. Even the peach and the pink, I think all the shades are really beautiful. And let's move on to this last row. Okay, so the last 4 shades, I think I'm the most awkward person when it comes to give you the hand swatches. Pardon me for that. I don't know how to move my hand. Yeah. Okay, so the last 4 colors I have swatched from the very last row. These are all very metallic and very buttery. So if you look at this palette really closely, and you guys already own the Modern Enhanced palette from Anastasia, you would see a lot of similarities from the color combination, coordination, and all sort of colors that you find in that palette. Those colors are present in this one. I know the palette is really beautiful, and a lot of YouTubers say that this is by far one of the most stunning palette they have in their collection. The pigmentation is literally to die for. The pigmentation, I would say, I've seen the comparison video of this one with the Anastasia one, and I saw this palette lacks a little bit when it comes to the pigmentation when you compare it to the ABH palette. But if you look at the price wise, that is definitely something beyond 5,000 if you buy in India or from any of the websites. I think that retails for about $45 or something. This particular palette retails for if you buy from the Makeup Revolution site, it retails just for rupees 850, and also they keep having a lot of sale, like Halloween time is there, and also Christmas is gonna come very soon. They keep having a lot of sale, so you can get for a very decent price, but you have to pay about 800 rupees for the shipping. But if you have a very big order, then I think 800 shipping paying should not be a problem. I mean, that's what I feel. So that is one of the thing. But this palette on hawkmakeup.com was retailing for about 1700, but they were having a discount at that point of time when I bought this one, so it retailed for 1200 something, or maybe 1300. I'm gonna link down the link of this palette from hawkmakeup.com, so you can see the exact current price when you want to place your order. So I think it's totally worth the money, and I totally believe that it's a complete dupe of Anastasia Modern Romance palette, and I absolutely loved it. The packaging is really beautiful. Just look at this guy. It's really beautiful. You get a full-size mirror. It feels very luxurious and very sturdy. Pigmentation is not something which you would say it's a crap one. When you want to compare it with Anastasia one, obviously the pigmentation lacks, but when you compare it with many other eyeshadow palettes, I think this is one of the most stunning palette. You want to have it in your kitty during the fall or the winter time. I absolutely loved it, and that's why I thought I have to share it across with you guys and let you know what I think about it. This is the eye makeup look, and I think this is quite stunning using this particular palette, and this is the kind of makeup look which I wanted to achieve, the kind of colors, the coordination I wanted to have in my fall palette. This palette has everything, so I am literally sold for this particular palette. Let me in the comment section if you guys also own this palette, then let me know what you think about it. But we are not yet done. In case you guys are thinking that I'm gonna ask you to like, share and subscribe, no, we are still left with one more palette which I want to share it across with you guys. But for this palette, I want to give this palette 5 out of 5 for the packaging, for the pigmentation, for the kind of color, and being a dupe of Anastasia Modern Romance palette. So big thumbs up from my end. Now let's move on to the next palette, and this is the Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. Yeah. Okay, so again the packaging remains same. This again a very nice rose gold packaging, and when you open it up, again you have this kind of film which talks about all the shade names. You have a full-size mirror, and these are the colors. So you guys must be thinking some of the colors are very similar to the one which I showed you just now from the Flawless 4 palettes. Yes, if you look at these 3-4 colors like peachy, browny, and muddy shades, they are all present in that palette. And if you look at these colors, they look quite similar to each other. You have majority of the colors are very neutral and nudie kind of shades are there in this palette, except the last line which has some warm tone shades. But these 3 lines have mostly very cool tone shades and very neutral shades. So I didn't know about it when I wanted to add this particular palette into my cart. On the website it looked very vibrant. I was stupid enough that I did not look at the YouTube and went through the reviews and swatches and all. I just thought that it's gonna be a very good palette for for the fall time. So I added this one. Then I saw the Flawless 4 palette as well, and I thought this can be a very nice neutral sort of palette, and that can be a very nice warm tone side of palette. Okay, so that was the reason that I bought both the palette. I'm gonna swatch some of the colors from this palette for you guys, but when I look at it at first, I see a lot of colors getting repeated, and I don't see much of the difference. And considering that we are we belong to the brown shade, the skin tone, not all of the colors gonna look very visible on our eyes, so that is also one of the drawback. This palette could be really good for the foreigner beauties because they have that kind of skin tone, but for us not all of the colors are gonna work. That's what I believe, and I think I believe right. So let me swatch these colors for you guys from the lightest to the darkest. But I have to say the pigmentation is not bad. Even this lightest white shade is very pigmented, so that way I don't want to complain here, but I don't know where to swatch. Okay, so when you look at these swatches, you can see the pigmentation is pretty amazing. There's no issue with the pigmentation, but all the shades are very neutralized kind of shades, so they are great to place it into your crease. As a transition shade, they are really good. Let me swatch some of the metallic ones as well. Okay, so these are the swatches of the other 4 shades which I swatched. So I have to say the pigmentation is really good even for the neutral colors, which is something good, and you generally don't find very pigmented shades for the neutral colors, which is really rare to find, and only you get to see such kind of pigmentation and quality in the very high-end brands. I love Makeup Revolution products because they are like really worth buying, and also they make some really beautiful dupes of some amazing high-end brands which you sometimes cannot buy. But if I have to choose between these two palettes and have to recommend it to you guys, I would definitely recommend the previous one, that is called the Flawless 4, because that has all possible colors that you need in your life. You have all the bomb shades, you have some of the nice neutral shades as well, and you have the metallic and everything. Let me show you both the palettes side by side. So guys, look at this. The bottom one is the Flawless 4 and the top one is the Flawless 3. So if you look at the colors side by side, Flawless 4 has all the colors that you have in the Flawless 3, right? The darker ones. Also, you have some of the neutral shades at the bottom line and couple of 2 shades in the top line as a neutral shade which you want to use on all over your lid, or you know, the neutral ones. Okay, you have some nice brown shades as well which are great to be placed in your transition as a transition color in your crease. So, and also the last column, this particular column, is all the possible neutral shades. So this palette has almost everything, and this palette is having most of the neutral shades. It's totally up to your choice, like what kind of makeup look you want to, you know, create, what kind of eye makeup you prefer. Accordingly you can buy any of these 2 palettes. But if you want to save and just want to buy just one single palette, I would suggest go for the Flawless 4, not for the 3, because in 4 you get more color options. But if you are a makeup hoarder like me and you want to have all possible shades of the neutral colors, then I would say go for both the palettes. They are like 1300 each right now, and I think they are like really amazing palettes. So that was all about today. That was a quick review on the Makeup Revolution Flawless 4 and Flawless 3 palette. I absolutely love these palettes and I think they are like really worth for money, and everybody should go for it, especially for the winter time. These palettes are literally curated keeping in mind that the winter and the fall time is coming, and those kind of colors you definitely love to wear on your eyes. At least I do. So let me know in the comment section if you guys already own any of these 2 palettes. What do you think about it? Do you think they're just or they are like bomb ones? And also let me know in case you are planning to buy this particular palette after watching this video. Then let me know in the comment section. That always makes me happy that my opinion matters to you guys. And in case you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you hit the subscriber button down there so that you never miss out any single video which is coming on your way. And if you love this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.